Hey guys, Kelly Wheeler here, Kelly Wheeler Group, and I wanted to talk with you guys about something that I've been thinking about. And yes, we're going to talk about lead generation and we're going to talk about the pillars of your business. But this is really put together because of a webinar I had the other day, and it got me to thinking about some things. So, real quick, if you've never been to my channel before, make sure you hit subscribe. Guys, I've got tons of content that you can have that's free, that tells you how to go out and generate buyer and seller leads without spending any money on Zillow or Google pay-per-clicks or Facebook. Now, I believe in all of those things, but I also love to share strategies and tactics on free lead gen. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to my YouTube channel. And if you are a non-EXP agent and want more information, I'll leave some links below. You're welcome to schedule a 15-minute call with me, and I'll give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. You're not going to be recruited. I literally love to have conversations with agents to give information. You know, it took me about 12 months when I first heard about EXP to make that decision from leaving a brokerage where I was a VP to come into EXP. And best decision I ever made. Love the fact that I'm making income now in multiple ways. I'll leave it at that. So if you're not an EXP agent and want more information without that heavy recruiting push, go ahead and private message me or schedule a 15-minute conversation with me. Now, if you're EXP, you're going to go ahead and get this video on our workplace. I want to talk today about the webinar we had, but before I do, let me share this with you. And I'm going to go ahead and make the screen a little bit smaller. One of the platforms that I talk about is make sure, as a realtor, that you never put all of your eggs in one pillar. And make sure that you have multiple pillars within your business that will be generating income. Now, some of you are like, what the heck does that mean? So a pillar can be something like FSBO campaigns, expired campaigns, for buyer campaigns, investment campaigns where you're lead generating investors, probate, divorce attorneys, going after them to get listings on homes that have to be sold because of the divorce decree. Foreign home buyers looking to buy a Airbnb type scenario. Guys, you could probably come up with 20 pillars that you can get. Luxury listing. Oh, Jesus, I'm about to write a contract on $1 million home. Can I tell you, when I get that commission check, all these little $150,000 and $200,000 homes that I love will pale in comparison. So just a pillar. So what I wanted to share with you is to make sure that you don't put all your eggs in one basket. And so the other day I did a webinar, invited Marty Bahama from the Buzz Formula. He's a loan originator and he's a bigwig with his company. He's got offices in multiple states, and I wanted him to share with my group about his pillar, which is free buyer lead generation. And guys, if you're interested, I'm going to leave information for his website below. I think he charges $400 or so, $495 a year, or not a year, a one-time fee to get access to not only his programs, but his Google Classrooms, dozens and dozens of videos to train you on free buyer lead gen, what to do and how to convert. So again, not pushing for you to go buy his stuff, but listen, if that's you and you want the buyer pillar to really grow, it's definitely worth checking out. So I had him on and we were talking about stuff. And one of the things I want to share with you, the comment that he made was, you know, when you hook up with me, I'll train you on how to go out and buy Facebook groups or create groups and grow them. Now, guys, I want to share with you this group right here. This is the city I live in, and this is one of the groups that I actually took over as an admin. I actually took the group over, and I did it by using his principles. Now, this group has about 8,400 members. I get anywhere from 15 to 20 requests to join this group a day. Now, because I'm the admin of this group, I can use this group once a week or twice a week to reach out to potential buyers. I'm getting ready to rent this top section here for a couple $100s a month to a local business. And guys, this is just one avenue that he trains. And I recently picked up a 30,000 member group. So why am I saying that? When you start to build the buyer portion of or pillar of your business, you've got to implement strategies to not only bring leads in, but to convert them. So here's the crux of why I really wanted to do this video. Guys, you don't really have a lead generation problem as much as you might have a conversion problem. And let me share with you some of the statistics that coaches that I have been a part of have trained me on. For every 100 leads that you bring in, we can all agree some are going to just be absolute crap. probably a lot of them. But for every 100 leads you bring in, there's going to be 1 to 3 closings. And there's going to be 15 to 25 nurtures, of which 3 to 8 of those will close in the next 12 months. So every 100 leads will be good within 12 months for up to 8 closings. So if you generate 100 leads and you work those leads every day properly, you're going to get business. Now, right now, the average real estate agent or realtor in the country is closing about 4.97 or 5 deals a year. And guys, I don't know about you, but I didn't get in this to make McDonald's money. So I want to just share with you my heart on this. If you are having a problem with seeing closings, go back and find out what your conversion strategies are. Guys, it's all about what I call your USP or unique selling proposition. What are you offering the buyer or the seller? And it needs to be able to roll right off your tongue. For instance, when you're dealing with a buyer, you realize as a realtor, that buyer doesn't need you. That buyer can call up a listing agent, and they're doing it, and say, I'm interested in this home. I don't have a real estate agent. If I make an offer on the home, would you give me the 3% that a buyer's agent would get so I can have closing costs? Boom, you just got cut out. What the buyer doesn't know is that agent still represents the seller. Even though they're transactional, they represent the seller. So everything's weighted against the buyer. The buyer doesn't have anybody negotiating when the inspection comes around and there's issues. That's proficient. Appraisal comes around. The buyer's kind of on their own, don't know what to do with that. So you, as a real estate agent, if you're working with buyers, you need to know what to say to that prospective buyer to make them realize they need you. Mr. Buyer, when you work with me, not only am I going to negotiate on your behalf for the best deal, any agent can do that, I'm going to make sure that the seller will pay at least half of your closing costs, if not all of them, or I'm going to give you $500 at closing. Boom, that's prospect number one. That's a dollar value-added proposition right there. The next one's going to be, Mr. Buyer, when you do purchase that home and I represent you, in the first year and a half, the first 18 months, if life happens, you got to move. Call me up. I'll go ahead and list that home, and when we sell it, you're not going to pay me a commission. Guys, this will save you tens of thousands of dollars in some cases, and I do that because I want to make sure that our relationship is strong, and I want to bring value to you, Mr. Buyer. Is that of something of value to you? Great. See, guys, all of that is designed to make sure that buyer knows if he doesn't use you, he's a fool or she's a fool. You're bringing value. Now, I'm not going to do the same conversation right now with sellers, but for sellers, you better have a list of value you bring to them beyond, I'm going to list your home and I'm going to represent you 110%. They don't care. You know what a seller wants? How much are you going to get me? How are you going to get me there? You come up with a value-added proposition for that, and boom, you got a deal. So, guys, you don't have a lead gen problem. It's probably a conversion problem. Now, I ran some Facebook group ads, screw that, posts, no ads, no cost, to 10 different groups last week. I got over 75 responses. I have one lady already approved, pre-approved, not qualified, for USDA. So on Monday of this following week, I'm going to be listing her home, and then we're immediately going out looking for homes off of an ad, a post, God, I keep saying ad, off of a post that I did on Facebook groups. And it was just simply asking everybody, are you interested in leaving renting behind? Check out our renter to homeowner program. Do you have a 580 credit score? And do you have at least 2 years employment? If so, message me. And then they all start saying, interested, want more. And then I use Marty's program. I'm going to show you a couple of his things right now. But I use that program to generate interest. And because I know how to work Messenger, we got this lady approved, and I'm listing her home and helping her buy a home. And I've got 4 others that are in the process of getting approval, and then I've got multiple ones that don't have the credit now, but the lender's working with them. Do you see how powerful that is? Just off of an ad that I ran, an ad. I keep saying ad, guys, forgive me. An ad means you're paying. A post that I ran on about 10 groups, very laser targeted, for free, and I'm communicating with them. See that? I don't have a lead generation problem. I would have a conversion problem if I didn't have any business off of those 75. So guys, I hope that makes sense to you. Again, the other day when I did the webinar, this is just one, guys, one. Don't bank all your business on this one thing. It's just one thing. but get this one thing proficient and then move to FSBOs, move to expires, move to probate, estate planning lead generation, foreign buyer lead generation, whatever. I mean, there's so much you can do, but start getting proficient at the one thing and then add others. But make sure as you're building your empire, you've got at least 4 to 5 pillars that are functioning well for you. Luxury division. I mean, guys, get real proficient with those and you will see your business take off. You should be doing 3 closings a month every month minimum. And don't make excuses. Do what you got to do. If you want to do Marty's program, pay the $4.95. Get into his classrooms, figure out how to do the free posts on groups, figure out how to get some of these groups to be an admin over. And guys, within the next 12 months, your business will absolutely explode. And when you get good with that, move to the next thing. And continue doing this as you're getting this proficient. Does this make sense? I hope so. And again, guys, make sure that you subscribe to my channel for these videos that I put out. A lot of stuff I'll give you of value for free generation of leads, different people that you can connect with. So hit the subscribe button. I appreciate every one of you. If you're, again, a non-EXP agent and want to just have a dialogue with me, I'll do it. Trust me. I'll give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right, I think I've said enough. Look below for all the information. And again, man, go get you some leads and convert them and get you some closings in the next 30 to 70 to 90 days. And then when that happens, come back to this post and drop me some comments and tell me how that worked for you. Guys, have a great week. Again, Kelly with the Kelly Wheeler Group. I appreciate you.